What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today, I'm going to be showcasing a Shadow Celio team in the Go Battle League. I feel like Ice-type damage right now is some of the most valuable coverage you can have on a team. The only problem is most Ice-types are so bad into Ninetales, which is basically everywhere right now in the meta, as well as all the Steel-types generally give Ice-types a bit of a hard time, but Shadow Celio being a part Water-type is nowhere near as bad into general Ice-type answers. I feel like it is a very flexible Pokemon. You have that Body Slam coverage and pacing, as well as Surf for a hard-hitting Water-type attack. This Pokemon is a lot of fun to use, and I'm excited to see what it can do. But real quick, before we get into the battles, I do want to ask if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Helps out quite a bit, and I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, let's get into the battles and see what this team can do. We got our first opponent. Let's see if Ninetales is going to put in some work on the lead. Nah, I don't want to stay in here. Oh, what the heck? It's on Peck. So actually, it's a really good thing I didn't stay in there. Why the heck are they on Peck, Talonflame? How did they get a move off first? Is it 6 to a move? It is, isn't it? Okay, never mind. I guess I'm just bad at this game sometimes. I thought for some reason at first there that it was going to be 7 to the first attack, but that's only Flame Charge. Yeah, I guess it's 45 energy. I don't know why Peck Talonflame counts, I guess, as well as I should. But it's a good thing we're baiting out the more Pecco here. I don't really have a great answer to this thing in the backline, so seeing it here is good in a way, but it's also a little bit scary because it's still going to put in a lot of work into us. They do let that go. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to shield this up. And the main reason being, Celio's probably still pretty good this game, and if we shield an Aura Wheel, we should be able to potentially survive a Psychic Fangs and flip switch here. Alright, looks like they are going for the Psychic Fangs. I hope I survive this and one more Thundershock, but I'm actually not super sure, because one Thundershock's going to do a lot. Yeah, actually, I think I'm going to switch out here and save the energy if I can. I still technically have a shield on my Mimikyu in the back line, so we're not in a terrible position. They bring back in the Talonflame here, but I did trip him down. Oh my goodness, I made this same mistake again, where I brought in the wrong Ninetales. Anyway, it's probably for the best I have Psyshock here, but that's the second time I've done this. Okay, well, Psyshock Ninetales. It's my 1500 CP Shadow, so it's like, oh, surely that's the right one to use. No, I gotta remember not to do that. Anyway, it's fine. We survive. Oh, they Brave Bird. Well, we don't survive that. But the thing is, we still have energy on our Celio. We have technically a shield with our Mimikyu. And this Talonflame here is out of energy at this point. That means they're on triple flying, though. That is a crazy moveset. Not even Flame Charge. They're a flying, or a fire type rather, in name only. That's kind of funny. Alright. Electrode comes in. And this is actually not super ideal, I don't think. The biggest problem that I'm seeing right now is Electrode is a Pokemon that I don't have a way to one-shot with my Celio. Right? My Celio is unfortunately going to be in a spot here where I think they're just going to be able to go for like a survive against whatever I throw them. The energy is not going to be as useful as I'd like. If it wasn't a water resist in the backline, I'd be in a better spot. We tried to wait a turn there. It doesn't work. I mean, it worked, but they saw it. Oh, man. Okay, well, that's a crazy team comp. I think we had some play there in the back line. We just had to hope it wasn't Hisui and Electrode in the back, and we could have won that one. But we got to swap over our Ninetales, I guess, back over to the proper moveset. Although, I can't say Psyshock hurt us too much there. We got our next opponent. We will see Ninetales into Corviknight, okay. Well, we have Weather Ball for sure against this one. We know that for a fact. You know, I could have actually come in with my Mimikyu here, and that would have been a really good matchup too, but I guess Celio's not bad either. Like, Celio's going to make this really awkward for them, where they're not going to do enough damage to us to put us into farm down range. If they really want, maybe they can, like, 2-shield farm us down, but honestly, I'm not even sure if that's possible. I'm going to just build up a lot of energy here. Go for the Body Slam when I'm at back-to-back. That Corviknight, I know from experience, is not exactly a fun matchup into Celio, so if they do end up just coming back in Corviknight here, I should be in a spot where we can put them into a bit of trouble just spamming out Surfs against them. They do end up letting that go, and it was a Shadow Corviknight at that too, right? Yeah, so this is going to take a lot of extra damage. We'll see if they want to go for a shield. I would imagine they don't, but maybe the Shadow into Shadow can get an easier Sand Attack down into us. They let it through. Oh no, they can't even. I feel a little bit bad for them. They're forced to throw energy against us. So at this point, we've done a lot of work with Celio. They're forced to expend almost all of their energy here with the Corviknight. We don't know what's in the backline. They boost. That's not fair. Okay. But it's a Diggersby in the backline. So honestly, we just stay in here with our Ninetales. I know that Mimikyu is good enough into Corviknight that all we really need to do this game is strip down this Diggersby into a much more manageable range for Mimikyu later on. But yeah, this game would have been, like, incredibly RPS if I would have come in with a different Pokemon, right? Like, if I came in Mimikyu into Altaria. So maybe I should do that in the future. They might bait us here. No, they don't. Okay, so they should be at 1. Don't debuff me, please. Okay. And since they're on Quick Attack, they're actually a little bit slower to reaching charge attacks than they might want to be. They're at 5 right now, so 1 away still from their next move. They let it go, that's huge. Now I can spam out Weather Balls. And if we ever end up landing one, that's all we really need to do this game. Then they should be in farm down range after the fact. Big Weather Ball, they do let it go. But I think I just shield up my Ninetales at this point, right? If they come in Corviknight, I can just bring in my Mimikyu, and at this point, even just Fast Move Pressure might win us this game. Because they are holding onto that final shield for some reason. Do they switch? They do. But I mean, Shadow Claws, Embers, they're all going to do a lot of damage. And they have to throw 2 attacks into us to knock us out. And I honestly am not sure if an Air Cutter would knock us out, even after the defense debuff, unless they get, like, a boost as well. But surely that's not going to happen. And, like, even if it does, Ninetales, I think, is still going to close out this game. Do they boost? They don't boost. They actually just quit. So we'll take the win. All right, Ninetales into Azumarill. Oh, this is going to be interesting. You know, I bet I should just stay in here for a second. I think Energy Ball probably does more damage than anything else I could throw here against them with my team. So I guess that's what I'm going to do. It looks like they might have lagged a turn, so I'm actually going to abuse that and throw right now, which is generally bad timing, but it was kind of tripping me up a little bit, so I'm just going to play it safe here and throw right then. Dude, that 2 shots? You're joking me. That is insane. I know that I wall the energy here unless they're on Hydro Pump, and if they're on Hydro Pump, that's a lot of energy to throw. All right. Well, I caught something, and I would not be surprised if this was a Water-type attack. We'll figure it out, though. Yeah, Hydro Pump. Good stuff. I could have caught on Mimikyu, too, but I feel like saving that extra shield for later is probably a better play. All right. I'm going to go for the Surf here. I know at this point that Charge Bug is going to be able to farm us down no matter what. I'd rather just get a shield here if I could. Or, you know, I would take the damage, too. That's a lot of good damage. Do 2 more Volt Switches knock us out? It's going to be close. They don't. That's huge. Because now, I mean, I think I'm still in a pretty playable position. I can farm this all the way down before they get to a 3rd attack here. But I do have to shield once to get the farm down. But that's probably worth it at this point. Charge Bug Ozzy, that's a pretty meta duo so far. I don't know what's going to be in the back line, but it could probably be just about anything. Discharge, good stuff. They can't stay in here. Well, they did for a second, but they shouldn't have. Anyway, Primeape in the back line. Okay. Wait, oh, they still have 3 Pokemon around. Interesting. Yeah, I guess that's good to know. So they're just, like, dancing around the switch clock a little bit right now. Good to keep in mind. 5. Okay. Let go the first attack here. It's going to be a Rage Fist, obviously. So it's going to not only debuff my defense, but it's going to boost their attack, which is a little bit scary. Honestly, I don't know if I have what I need to win this game. I have to survive this move, and it's going to hurt quite a bit. We do survive, though. And Karate Chops are doing very little damage, but I am still kind of concerned that they can just switch out into something in the back line, and then maybe just farm us down. But I do get his shield here, and that's good. Okay. We attempted the catch. We should not have. Wow. They would have let us throw the move. That's probably game over now. That's probably just game over, unfortunately, for me. I don't know what to say. Wow. I mean, I could knock them out, but they have 3 Pokemon remaining. They just, they had no fear whatsoever there. They were going to let me go for the Shadow Sneak. I guess I should have just full sent it. Well, next battle. We'll see Ninetales into Primeape. Okay. This is going to be a pretty scary matchup just because they can ramp up pretty quickly against us, but I should get a shield first, no matter what here. They're at 5, so they do have access to a Rage Fist. It is a Shadow Primeape, so they're taking a lot of fast move pressure here. This might be crazy. I'm going to swap into Mimikyu. 8. Alright, so we're back to back. I'm going to let the first one through because at this point, I know I don't want his shield unless they expend all of their energy here. And there could be something in the backline Mimikyu really doesn't want to see. They're at 4 right now. Okay, they're at 0. I mean, if they're going to stay in this long, I'm fine going down at least 1 shield. That's going to stall the switch clock quite a bit. And our opponent is going to be able to switch out if they want, but they might just stay in here. Oh, they do switch. Interesting. I mean, I'm fine seeing this. It's not exactly like I have a hard counter to this Pokemon. And I think with the energy lead that we got, we should be able to go for a Shadow Sneak before they can farm us down. They end up letting that go, so down goes their Mimikyu Shield. 4, 5, 6, so 7 they have the move now. I guess I just let this go, because, I mean, I don't really have a great way of dealing with that Primeape still, right? It's gonna be scary if I try to go down shields against it. I'll come back in Ninetales here. I wish I had the energy it just showed me. That would be really nice. Okay, Weather Ball should get the knockout. And if they shield this up, then at least there's no more shields remaining for that Primeape later on. Weather Ball, they do let it go, so down goes the Mimikyu. What's going to be in the back line? Does Primeape come back in? I wouldn't be upset if it did, because we do outpace this now. So that's what we're going to do. We'll throw the Weather Ball. Now, what moveset do we think this Primeape's going to be on? This might be an insane play. I'm bringing in Celio. Okay, I think no matter what, this is just a Rage Fist. And that one Powder Snow there did a ton of damage to them, so I'm going to just let this go. Farm them down if I can. I'll take a lot of Karate Chop damage if they stay in. But yeah, this is going to put them into range now, where I'm not that scared of them later on this game. Alright, they're at 4. This is looking decent for us still. I should get 2 Body Slams off before they get to knock me out, and if I don't, that means they've dumped all their energy into me. Okay. I think I'm fine with this, right? That Primeape should be low enough at this point that we should be able to knock him out here just with a single, oh, let's go, I survived that too, so I get my Body Slam off. But I think a single fast move knocks out the Primeape, and we can just go for the Weather Ball with our Ninetales here, and we should be fine. We should win CMP, because Celio is a very bulky Pokemon. Nice, now we just farm down that Primeape, and we should get the win. That was an annoying lead, I'm not gonna lie, but luckily our team's, I guess, good enough to dance around it. They top left, and we get the win. Alright, next opponent. We'll see Ninetales as our lead into a Shadow-type Flosion. Okay, I don't exactly know how to feel about this. Technically, they do wall my energy, and they have Thunder Punch, which is pretty efficient into us. But the problem is, like, I just outpace him so hard, I don't know how much it really matters. And if I get rid of this from my backline, that's probably a good thing, too. Yeah, that's still 2 shots. Or, alright, so they're back-to-back here with one more... Well, actually, they're back-to-back Thunder Punch. They're at 100 energy with the next Incinerate, so gotta keep that in mind. They do shield, alright. I think I survive a Thunder Punch from here, though. I'm gonna let this go. I guess if I'm them, I'd go Blast Burn here, no matter what, right? But that's fine if they do. Oh, they don't. Insane. We technically live, and they catch on Feraligatr. Okay. That's a good catch by them. But I think they didn't get a fast move through. No, so that means I get to save that as like a catch later on if I want to. 5, 6. Okay. Could be a crunch. They did build up to it. I think I'm fine if it is, though. But they still do have a lot of energy left over on the other guy. I don't even know if a Body Slam would knock out just yet, so that's why I haven't thrown here. I want to make sure that I have as much energy as possible for when that Typhlosion comes back in. My big Hydro. Go for the Body Slam now. And we'll see if they want to come in with that Typhlosion, or if they come in with their final Pokemon. I would imagine Typhlosion comes in, but there's going to be like a really annoying 50-50 mind game on what to do when it comes in. Do they instantly throw? Oh, it's not. It's actually the Tinkaton that comes in. Interesting. Well, I have a lot of energy here. I'll probably get 2 Surfs off before they can do much. Was that a CMP? It looks like it was. If so, this Tinkaton's going to waste a lot of energy here. And it's going to come down to Typhlosion somehow sweeping this game. I think we're fine now. I think we're fine. Although, if they do survive 5 Shadow Claws here, they can actually break my shield with a Bulldoze on Mimikyu, which wouldn't be great. I don't think they do, though. Yeah, we just go for... Yeah, we're good. They have 2 Thunder Punches right now, but that's all they're going to get off. And we should win. I think the safe play here is just to always switch, because there's no way that I lose the game doing this, but I can win the game harder by doing this. I think I might have even Embered down if they didn't throw energy, so they were kind of forced into doing that. And now I still have a shield left over on Mimikyu, just in case somehow they get a Gigaton Hammer with this Tinkaton, but I don't think they were going to. Yeah, there's no way. We'll take the win. GG's. Man, I've seen a lot of those teams, like AVA weak to ground type damage, with Tinkaton plus, like, I've seen it a lot with Ninetales of all things, but that's just crazy to me. And a 3-2 set to start. You know, I feel like we could have done better, but we still did pretty well. I gotta learn to play Mimikyu better, though. I can guarantee you, once I learned how to play Mimikyu, things are gonna be different. Ninetales into Ninetales. Alright, well, that's about as neutral as it gets here. The Ninetales that wins CMP wins the matchup the longer it goes on. Or the Ninetales that doesn't lag a turn at the start, because I'm pretty sure I'm an Ember ahead of them now? Um, we'll see. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I think I am, though. I think somehow I'm up an Ember. We lose CMP. Okay, well, that's good to know. No matter what, like, the zeros would be pretty close either way. So it wouldn't matter too much, but it's obviously lagging a turn is never ideal. I haven't had any issues myself yet today. I got a new update that unfortunately did remove those purple squares. They were kind of funny, but now they're gone. All right, go for the CMP here. Let's just get them out of the way if we can. They will trip me down quite a bit with this Weather Ball, but I will survive it. So that's going to mean at this point, oh, Energy Ball makes sense. Does do a little bit more raw damage to us. They're probably going to try to go for a farm down with something in the back line. Depending on what comes in, I don't know if I want to give him a huge farm down here, though, because that could be bad, depending on if I have a hard answer to it or not. Yeah, I'm not going to stay in. I think it's going to be Jumpluff in the back line. And if I have enough of an energy lead here, or rather, if I'm not down enough energy, then I should be able to go straight Body Slam and win this in the twos. And then I'll be able to also have my Mimikyu in the backline, still with the shield ready to go. Because I'm pretty sure this is going to be the team that I ran the other day, with Jumpluff as the final Pokemon. If that's the case, then Celio has a lot of play, and even my Ninetales could still get some stuff done. They do let that go, though. That is a bold no-shield. If it is Jumpluff in the backline, that is. But I guess we'll find out. Body Slam should get the shield now. Yep. And I think there's really no reason at this point for me to no-shield this move, because my Powder Snows, even, just against that Jumpluff, are going to put in way too much work against them. And, I don't know, I think at this point, Mimikyu should close out the game. We'll see, though, what's in the back line. It is Jumpluff, love to see it. And they have to throw energy pretty quick here if they don't want to take another Body Slam. Although, obviously, Body Slam's not the scariest move in the game. They're at 6. They do let it go. That chips them down quite a bit. Oh my goodness, okay, well, I think getting this off is really bad for them. But I guess we'll find out. Yeah, they have to shield that. But they do need enough energy to go for a move into my Ninetales, so, like, I kind of understand it. I don't not understand what they're doing, but it's also, I think it's going to be too little too late for them. Because my Mimikyu here, it still has a full shield ready to go on it, right? And my Ninetales is going to require another charge attack being thrown to knock us out. Even just landing the Embers likely put them close to Shadow Claw downrange. They need an Energy Ball now, plus an Acrobatics, and even then, I'm pretty sure in the Zero Shield matchup, I would still survive the Acrobatics here on Mimikyu. So, I'll just go for the full farm. And if they get a second move off, so be it. I'll make sure to throw the energy into the Malamar right when I can. The Energy Ball. We'll never know, though. There's a chance they get, like, a double defense drop here. I don't think it actually shows you right now if that ends up happening. Okay, they just top left, so I don't think they were going to get the energy no matter what. But could have been interesting depending on if they got a second defense drop there. Next opponent. We'll be seeing our Ninetales into Ninetales. Wow. You know, I feel like Ninetales is probably one of the most broken Pokemon in this meta. 1482 CP, not a great Ninetales from what I can tell. But I guess we'll see if they have a lot of attack or not. Winning CMP does mean that I can get a little bit of an advantage here, but I don't necessarily need Switch. At least I might not. It doesn't... Well, I don't know until I see the team. That's all I'm trying to say. And really just getting rid of Ninetales so my Celio is a little bit more safe is going to put us in a good spot either way. Alright, we'll see what they throw here. Oh, I'm taking extra damage. I wonder what's going on there. It looks like I'm a little bit lower on HP than they are. That's fine, though. Because I, no matter what, will chip them down into a range where I can at least Shadow Claw, maybe Powder Snow them down with my Celio. Weather Ball number 2 being thrown into them. We still haven't seen who wins CMP here. Looks like it's them. Okay. That's fine. We'll let this go. And I should be able to go for the farm down with Mimikyu. I think 4 Shadow Claws should do it from this range. And getting an energy lead on Mimikyu, as well as neutralizing most of this Pokemon for my Celio, should put us in a decent position. Oh, we only get 3 Shadow Claws. That's depressing. Oh, Quagsire comes in, though. That is by no means a bad Pokemon to see. Oh, but I tried to catch. Didn't quite work. I think we're still in a playable spot, though. Because it's not like Tinkaton is a hard answer here to Celio. But I would have loved to get the catch. They shield the Surf, of all things. Okay. 8, 9, 10. They could bait us here if they wanted to, but that would be rude, so I don't expect them to. We'll see, though. Okay, good. They're at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm always going to just double shield here on my Celio, because Celio is going to be hard. Is it going to be hard for the Quagsire to take down? Really depends on if they're on Stone Edge or not. And I don't know for sure just yet. But I'll shield this up just in case. If they switch out, I'll bring back in Mimikyu, I guess. They do have a lot of energy. I think they're at 5 Mudshots on the Quag. Oh, well, are they at 7? Do they have a Stone Edge ready to go? If they do, then that's not ideal. No, that's just a Mud Bomb. Okay, yeah, we can survive that. And getting a Surf against them here might put them into Shadow Claw downrange. I still have a lot of energy on Mimikyu, as well as my 3rd shield intact. If they let that go, that's probably going to do more damage than most things that I could throw against them. Okay, and they don't even overfarm too much. I don't think an Aqua Tail even knocks us out here, so they likely have to go for a Mud Bomb. Then I Shadow Claw this down. Oh, Aqua Tail? Okay, well, I lied. That does knock us out. Anyway, we're still fine, I think, because we still Shadow Claw this down. And we should be able to get 2 Shadow Sneaks into the Tinkaton before they can get to even, like, a Bulldoze. Let alone a Gigaton Hammer. Big Aqua Tail. It breaks our shield. They likely need to go for a Mud Bomb here to try to knock us out after. I don't think an Aqua Tail would be enough. Alright, we'll go for the Shadow Sneak. And we will see if they shield it up. I think they probably do at this point. But they might just invest in Quagsire. No, they do shield. Okay. We'll go for the second one. Take as little fast move pressure here as we can. And now it's a race to the finish. Or it is not. They have actually just given up the race. I guess we just win. Alright, we got our next opponent here. Ninetales into Giratina. Oh my goodness. Let's get out. Is it on Dragon Breath? It is. Okay. Oh man, an Empoleon here in the backline. That is not exactly the Pokemon I wanted to see. Man, I only counted 4 metal sounds there, but I guess they gotta move off. Okay. I gotta hope that at this point my Mimikyu in the backline is gonna be able to put in the work that I needed to. I know Celio can try to brute force its way through this matchup, but it's not fun. And it's also like Giratina walls my energy, so I don't even know if that's a good idea for me to do. It kind of walls all of my energy here from Ninetales and Celio. So, what do I do? I think, honestly, I'm going to shield at least once here. I think that's not a terrible play. I should get a shield back and force more energy out of them, at least. But we'll see. Maybe it's a mistake. Yeah, they do shield. 3, 4, 5. Okay. I mean, I think this is really all I can ask for at this point. I should be able to outpace to a Weather Ball against them with my Ninetales at the very least, so I don't end up taking a Hydro Cannon. Maybe double steal, and I don't love the sounds of that, if that is the case. But at the very least here, Mimikyu should be pretty good into Giratina. But, like, what if it's just Licky Licky in the backline? What if that's the case? Then we just lose. Yeah, Giratina comes in, we'll switch out. Okay, I don't know how to feel about this. Probably not great. I have to shield this first one up, just to make sure I don't get debuffed early. How do I feel about this? I don't even know. Do I actually outpace him to 3 attacks here? No, because I'm up energy? Maybe I do. We'll see how this goes. Mimikyu's going to have a lot of work to do this game, and I think that Giratina has enough energy that it's going to be kind of hard to do everything I need it to. 1. I need to be very precise here with what I do. Do they no shield? They do, actually, so I might be able to farm... Oh! That knocks out straight up from there. That's not ideal. I needed more energy. But they got to Shadow Sneak us to knock us out here. Maybe just Shadow Claw damage can be all I need to put them into range where, like, I can just Weather Ball them. Okay, we'll see what move they throw here. If this is a Shadow Sneak, I'm happy. It is? That does so much! Maybe I'm not that happy. That is way more than I thought it would. I need, like, a defense drop here, and then I need to get a Weather Ball, and I need that to knock out, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Dude, Shadow Guillotine is about to destroy me. Come on, debuff? No debuff. They got us. Wow, Shadow Sneak hurts way harder than I really expect it to. All right, next opponent. We will see Ninetales into Florges. Okay. I don't hate that. Florges here is a Pokemon that can debuff us with Chilling Water if they want to, which I'm sure they probably do. But the best thing about it is I should also be able to just go straight Weather Balls and outpace them. They might have lagged a turn. I didn't see an extra Fairy Wind come through there. Oh, they shield? Okay. 5. And they instantly throw an attack. I survive a move here. I'm going to let this go. And I think the play is actually just come in now with my Celio. Because I can clear the debuff. I can now come in and get a lot more fast pressure, save the energy on Ninetales. And while they can Chilling Water us here, I mean, they could also go for a Trailblaze. I feel like a Chilling Water is likely, like a bait, but they do Trailblaze, so smart play by them. But with a Melmetal in the backline, I'm probably happy that I didn't shield it up anyway. We can go for the Surf against the Melmetal. We're just about at the next move as well. And we'll see if Mimikyu is going to have a lot of play in the backline. I'm hoping it does. They do let that go. 6, and they CMP. Okay. Good play by them. I think I'm going to let this through. Ember all the way down with Ninetales if I can. And then maybe win. They're at 2 right now. 3, 4. I think I can Ember down. It's going to be kind of close, actually. Just because Melmetal is... like, it's not the squishiest Pokemon in the game. And Ember's not the strongest move either. Obviously, just a double Iron Bash there. They didn't have energy for anything else, but we do get the full farm down. Oh, we don't! What? Wow, I thought for sure that was going to knock him out. Well, I do have a lot of energy here, but that is unfortunate that they survived that. I thought for sure that they did not. But I mean, this energy is going to be very helpful. Mimikyu doesn't want to take this, because I can just go and break their shield instantly. Yeah, there goes the Mimikyu shield. 3. Does this get a shield or not? Guess we'll find out. No, they let it go. 4, 5, 6, 7. And the best thing is they can't really farm us down with that Florges, right? But I think I see an issue here. My HP on Ninetales is just going to be too low. I think I'm going to be in 1 Shadow Claw range. Like, maybe I can get a tie here at best. Well, Shadow Sneak on CMP. I gotta try my best here. But I think 1 Ember doesn't knock them out on that Ninetales. So I think them saving the shield as long as they have here might actually just destroy us. It might not be great that this has happened. Maybe I should have... They Trailblaze. Oh, I survived this. Can I ever switch out? Okay, wait a second. Maybe there's a chance here after all. We'll see. I don't have a lot of HP on my Mimikyu. I think we've guaranteed a tie by doing this, but I don't know if I can say I've guaranteed a win. Does 1 Shadow Claw knock us out here? It doesn't. Okay, we actually somehow get the win out of that, because Florges does no damage. Let's go, dude. Got our next opponent here. We'll see Ninetales, probably into another Ninetales, because that's the only lead we ever see. Oh, no, it's actually just a Pelipper. Don't love seeing that, but I do have ways of dealing with it, and it's not like Ninetales can't hit back against that Pokemon a little bit. Dude, what is this? This is like a throwback and a half right here. Medicham comes in. They CMP us on a Dynamic Punch and a Surf here, so we'll see if they shield. No, they don't. Can I ever flip this, I wonder? I might try. We'll see. I don't know if I can flip it, though. I know I can at least get both shields down, but do, like, 11 Powder Snows knock them out here? I don't know if they do. I guess I just have to throw energy here. They're at 9 right now, so 1 away from back-to-back. I could catch a move on Mimikyu if I wanted to, which maybe I will. Okay, good counting by them. No matter what, I want to make sure that I get the final shield down from them. Okay, so they're at 10 right now, which, as we all know, means they're at a dynamic punch. The sad thing is, even if I do catch a dynamic punch on my Mimikyu, no matter what, that breaks my third shield, so I don't even know if that's a good play. Okay, well, I guess they just saved the full dynamic punch. So that's kind of scary. But I get a lot of Shadow Claw damage here. But Pelipper's also still around, and there's a dynamic punch loaded that I don't love anything about. So we'll see how this is gonna play out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, they're going for the Energy Ball. Maybe I should have thrown sooner. I don't know if Energy Ball knocks us out from here or not. I hope it doesn't, but I really want back-to-back attacks. Okay, we survive. That's huge. Living that move is hopefully going to be able to maybe win us the game, maybe not. But we'll find out shortly, right? Shadow Sneak should knock him out here. And we have a lot of energy still. Pelipper does come in. But even just landing this Shadow Sneak here, I think might put them into a range where an Energy Ball from Ninetales could knock him out. So, yeah, we'll just let that go down. Not that we have much choice. Come in Celio. And we simul swap here, which I think is what I had to do to win this game. Now they still need a Weather Ball to knock out my Ninetales, and they're also going to need to go for a Hurricane into Celio. So we're 4 away from our move. They have to throw here after... Oh, they actually don't throw when they should have. They don't overfarm enough. But maybe they have more energy than I'm expecting them to. They still need a Hurricane into Celio. I'm almost out of Body Slam, and I think that's about to knock them out here now. We'll see. Pelipper is not exactly the bulkiest Pokemon in the game, but Celio's not the most offensive either. So does this knock out? It does. Okay, I'm actually really proud of that game. Let's go. All right, Charge Bug lead. There we go. That's actually a good lead matchup. We see Blastoise on the save swap here, though. I don't really have, like, a good answer to this. But I do have an Energy Ball that I can throw into them. I would imagine we get his shield here. If not, then this bait was so bad. Okay, nice. They're at 4, 5. We don't get a catch, unfortunately. 6. Do you run Ice Beam in this meta? You might as a save swap Blastoise, but you might not. Okay. So that just hurts. Man, Blastoise putting on a little bit of a show here in the backline. I don't love that. But at least I'm not in a spot where I necessarily need switch advantage, at least not as much as they do. Oh my goodness, they can just farm us all the way down. 6. Yeah, oof. Wait, Blastoise is insane. Hold on. Maybe I need to use Blastoise again. This is looking bad. They have a lot of energy here now on Blastoise. But I do have a lot of resources still left. I have some energy on my... my guy, my Ninetales. And I also can just shield up the first move here. No shield the second move. Shadow Claw all the way down, hopefully. I think... Is it the next 2 Hydro Cannons after a Skull Bash or a 3 cycle? Or is it not? We'll find out, I guess. I think no matter what, I have to go for a farm down here. Blastoise. Blastoise is incredible. Oh my goodness, I'm getting destroyed right now. I got the nice bait in the lead. I should have just come in with my Mimikyu, I guess, though, into it. That is devastating. Maybe, though, they're not actually that good into Ninetales in the backline. Oh, what if they're the best they could possibly be into Ninetales in the backline? Yikes. That's on me. Oh, a 4-1 set. Okay. We'll take it. We'll take it. I do like this team. It's kind of fun. All in all, this team did work out pretty well. I think that Ninetales plus Celio is a very good core right now in the meta. Mimikyu as well put in a lot of work. I'm not the best Mimikyu user just yet, although it did just come out, so you gotta give me a little bit of a break. I gotta learn how to use this thing. But it's still a lot of fun to use. Give this team a go if you have it. But yeah, thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.